Hi, this is Bob Dunham, founder of the Institute for Generative Leadership. And sometimes I'm asked, what is generative leadership? And the question begs the first question is, what is leadership? And one of the things we found in our over 40 years of exploring that question is that leadership is mainly a blind spot in our culture. There's lots of discussions about it, models and so forth, but what is it really has been the focus for our exploration in generative leadership. What do we mean by generative is producing results that matter. That's different than having a title, being an expert, making decisions, giving orders. It's having the results show up. How does that happen? That has been the focus of our inquiry over 4 decades and continues to evolve. And what we found, first of all, is that leadership is a performance art. Understanding a leadership model isn't good enough. You have to actually develop the skill in the performance of the skill. The fact that you're a manager or an executive in a role often shows that some of those skills are there, but we always find that people's repertoires can be expanded. And in fact, in mature companies, the challenge is that the processes that have been proven to generate results limits the scope of leadership. And when we face changes, when we face the need to invent a new path to the future, that's when leadership is truly called for. So we found 2 key blind spots in our culture that have to be met for effective leadership. One is what I'll call the mechanical metaphor, that everything is viewed as a mechanism to mechanically produce results. That's kind of the way I feel about the departments in companies called human resources, rather than the Department of People and Performance. Another is that we have blind spots. We don't really know what action is in a generative way. And when I use the term generative here, I mean something you can see and do and learn and improve through performance and practice. And that's missing in most people's understanding of leadership. And so in the generative leadership tradition, we go into these questions to produce generative answers for what is action, what is value, and how do you create it? What is learning, and what is meaning? And so with this approach, we have spent over 4 decades of working with the skills of embodied learning to produce embodied skill in leadership, not simply an understanding of concept. We need to go beyond understanding to true skill, action, and results. These have to happen at the level of connection, communication, and coordination. We've also found that many managers and leaders have a lot of experience and have done well in their situations. And that's actually a positive because they have a place to begin expanding their possibilities as a leader from that level. And we find that in leading companies, we tend to find them in one of 3 categories. One is dealing with constant breakdowns and trying to get things organized and moving forward with teams and organizations and companies. The next level is the searching for and achievement of excellence. But the level of leadership that's beyond that is to innovate, to create value, to even become an industry leader or a leadership in the performance of your team and in your organization. And so if these themes resonate for you as a leader or a coach of leaders, we invite you to explore the Institute of Generative Leadership's programs that have accompanied leaders and coaches of leaders for 4 decades. And if you do that, you'll be learning how to create the future with others, how to do that through making and managing promises with others that create value for the customers of those promises through the process of reality, of breakdown and challenges, and to do that in a context of a good life, a life that has value, satisfaction, and meaning for you, for your teams, and for your clients. So that's the invitation to you to explore generative leadership. Hope to see you on the road to creating your future. Bye-bye.